So this is gonna be a list of my top five receivers, excluding players' name: Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Larry Fitzgerald, Chris Carter. I put these lists together based on really going through and peeping the list. Some guys that everybody grew up watching, some guys that some people didn't grow up watching, but guys that to me were really incredibly good. I mean, starting, you know, with the brother of, you know, one of the greatest receivers ever, and that is Mr. Sterling Sharp. And again, right, you look at Sterling Sharp, he played a good majority of the beginning of his career with, I mean, pretty average quarterback play. I don't, I don't really see how folks could be down on this man. Let me check his yardage totals. Uh, excuse me. Uh, yeah, man, Don Mikowski. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, 1992 was the year Brett Favre joined the Green Bay Packers. And finally got the start. Oh, good catch. But let me see if I can pull up his totals. Sterling Sharp, number 94 receiver all time in yards, 8,131 yards. So, and that was when his career stopped early. So that would be number five. And again, when you go look at the beginning of his career, so these highlights that you're seeing right here, these are highlights between 1988 and 1991, where first season 55 catches, second season 90, All Pro, Pro Bowl, first team All Pro. 90 made the Pro Bowl, 67 catches, 1,100 yards, 69 catches, 961. Brett Favre comes 108 catches, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. So again, dude, like, imagine if he was able to play with Brett Favre his whole entire career. Brett Favre might have more rings if he had this guy on his team. Incredible. And I mean, a lot like a Jerry Rice, a lot like two other guys that are going to be on this list as well. Actually, there's a lot of similar traits, I think, in some of what I think makes some of the greatest receivers of all time. I think you can look at Larry Fitzgerald and see parallels in this ability. Obviously, you can see Shannon Sharp's parallel in his game, like he said he did. But I mean, look at him, dude. Just like a stallion of a receiver. Pretty crazy. So yeah, Sterling Sharp for me, number one, is this tandem of receivers. Uh, Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce. I grew up watching these dudes. Uh, they played on the Rams. I was a Ram fan. Uh, been a Ram fan for a good amount of my life, and I mean, this is in the twilight of Torrey Holt career when this is going on. I promise y'all. This not even the Torrey Holt that like people grew up messing with and really liking and stuff like this. I think when you look at the statistics and you look at the yards, it's pretty crazy, right? His contemporary Isaac Bruce. So I'm putting these two as a tandem, Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, and I'm putting them in here for this reason. Isaac Bruce is number five, right, all time in receiving yards, right? That's pretty dope. Well, number 16 is Torrey Holt. So these two guys playing together are number 16 and number five, and they played in tandem though for the majority of their careers as receivers. Whereas you have Marvin Harrison, who I'm gonna also talk about, and Reggie Wayne, who are both on the list in a similar tandem situation. I think this was different because these two guys were splitting catches and splitting carries, and you have 1,300 and 1,500 yards receiving between the two of those guys, and that's majority both of the Rams. Both guys played for two teams, and realistically, those two teams were the Rams, 1999 to 2009, 1994 to 2009. So Isaac Bruce really was out there doing this thing for a very long time. And Torrey Holt, I mean, from 99 to 2009 with two teams. That's incredible. And I mean, just savage route running receiver. Like, how do you get this open? in the pros. Like, think about this. Look at this. Clearly, guys were fast. Look at this. Great hands, great ability to make any kind of catch, contested catches. But look at this. I mean, uh, now turn a short catch into a long catch. Look at this. Stepping on him. You're not gonna catch me. Uh. And I mean, again, that was a tough catch, a tough low catch. This tandem of receivers, I really think is, for me, outside of guys named Jerry Rice. And I mean, when you look at this list, you got Jerry Rice, Larry Fitzgerald at number 2, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Isaac Bruce at number 5. How can you say anything? How can you say anything opposite? Realistically, Isaac Bruce is the number 5 receiver of all time. Think about that. That's pretty crazy, right? Realistically, this guy the number 5 receiver of all time, and there ain't even no conversation. I'm putting him in my top 5, and realistically, when I was sitting here and I'm like, well, what's the top 5 receiver? Let's go to T.O., Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald. That's what I was leaving out. Isaac Bruce. I said Chris Carter, but Chris Carter at number 13. So really, realistically, I should be putting Chris Carter on the list, and Isaac Bruce, I should be talking about how folks is asleep. It's crazy that it took this long to get this guy into the Hall of Fame. 942 catches. That's incredible. And 15,208 yards. That puppet, he waiting for the route to get open. Really crazy. I think it's, I think tandems like Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry could end up maybe putting up the kind of numbers that these guys put up. But realistically, I think it's incredible to think that you got, I mean, that's over what, 20-some, almost 30-some thousand yards receiving. Let me see. Let me do my math. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Over 28,000 and some change yards receiving. That's incredible, dude. Right here, Marvin Harrison, who went into the Hall of Fame in 2016, played with the Indianapolis Colts. Marvin Harrison, to me, when I was a kid, what I knew about Jerry Rice and what I understood about what, I want 1,000 yards, 10 plus TVs, 8 straight seasons. He number 9 all time with 580 yards. Excuse me, my little read. 1996 to 2008, Marvin Harrison. I don't even know what university this man went to. But they debating and arguing aside, he's a Hall of Famer, 8-time Pro Bowler. Went to the University of Syracuse. Okay, so he, I think, probably played with Donovan McNabb in college. I gotta say though, he played with Peyton Manning, so that's all good and well. But Peyton Manning was McDonald's of offense. But I mean, Marvin Harrison, literally as a kid, I looked at him and I felt like, oh, he could catch Jerry though. If they stay together and they do this, he could catch Jerry. Unfortunately, they didn't stay together, for age and physical reasons. But what he did with Reggie Wayne, and where Reggie Wayne ended up in the statistics at the same time, let me know though that low key it could have been the same thing. Oh, okay, wait a minute. 2000s all decade team. That's what I'm saying. Nah, he was a beast though. Toe drag swag against my Rams too. My Rams used to be hard back in the day. Let's see. Let's check some notable season statistic. The season 1999, he was first team All Pro, 1,600 yards, 115 catches, 12 touchdowns. That's a lot. Stroking on him. They're not finna catch him. But again, so this is what I was saying. One of the things, 1,100 receptions, third all time. Again, see, I don't know if that's still true, but again, one of the things that I think you can notice about these traits for football players, receivers, young kids, anybody that's going to see this video is interested in learning anything about football that I can tell you from an analytical thought process coaching standpoint is look at the similarities between all of these receivers that I just showed you guys, right? Where I put these guys, Sterling Sharp, a lot of people don't know about him, the brother of Shannon Sharp. Go look up Shannon Sharp and any documentaries or anything that you'll find about that will tell you a lot about how good Sterling Sharp was. 128 touchdowns, 5th all time if that's still correct. I think when you look at them, they have very similar traits, very similar body types, and a very similar way on tape of being so damn far away from these DBs. Folks is getting routed. And I think when you look at Sterling Sharp, you look at Marvin Harrison and Isaac Bruce, you look at Torrey Holt, those guys, I think there's a lot of similarities between all of those guys in their stature and in their ability to get good releases and plays, great hands, and great concentration. That's a great catch right there. But again, I definitely take. I don't know if it's take some away, but I don't know. I definitely. I mean, he's number 4 on my list, right? Sterling Sharp, Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt, Marvin Harrison. You feel me? But at the same time, though, I don't know. Like, again, he played with Peyton Manning. Ooh. Nothing to take away from his abilities and his talent, though, because that's a snag, but. Ooh. Mm, 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 mm. Or number 3, right? Sterling Sharp at 5. Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce at 4. Even though they need to be in the, even though Isaac Bruce need to be in the top 5 receivers all time category, and now Marvin Harrison, who is the number 9 receiver statistically all time in NFL history. 2 and number 1 for me now is a Johnson & Johnson family company conversation. I'm gonna keep it 100. So look, I'm gonna keep it 100 just because, again, both of these guys didn't have the quarterback situations. They had similar quarterback situations, I think, to Sterling Sharp, more so than they had situations like Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt and Marvin Harrison, where Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt played a good amount of time with Kurt Warner. Marvin Harrison played his whole career essentially with Peyton Manning. I really want to put him number 1, but it'd be blasphemous with everything that I know. Even though he was a dog and he is cold and it's my dog. Chad Johnson at number 2. I'm going to go Chad Johnson at number 2. He's going to be the one receiver, my number 1 guy that don't fit this. But, they don't fit this physical archetype. But, I mean, this dude right here, man, to me is one of the greatest receivers to ever play this game. Period. Same old question. How do you stop 85? You can't. Death, taxes, and 85 always gonna be over. I think he's one of the great releasing and route running receivers in the history of the game. And I think, me and my buddy Chris, who's in my Madden league, one of my best friends, we talk a lot about ball and we talk about guys in different eras. We recently were talking about Reggie Bush and looking at what Christian McCaffrey and guys, Alvin Kamara and these guys are doing. Santa Monica College guy. Actually, this is crazy. So my list, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is going to have 3 guys from Santa Monica College. Ooh, wow, we got a conundrum because it's not even going to be number 1 who I think is going to be number 1. So I'm going to give Chad his just due, but number 1 not even going to be number 1. Who was going to be number 1 going to be on my honorable mentions, though. This Chad, though, SMC. Look at this. Great routing. Great routing receiver. I think it's incredible what he was able to do. Granted that, it's a foregone conclusion that Larry Fitzgerald is great and Carson Palmer played with him. So which one is it? Is it the receivers is great or did, Carson Palmer make them great? And I don't think anybody going to say Carson Palmer made Larry Fitzgerald great. So what they say about Chad? And he was the number 1. Get off me, boy. Oh, excuse me, routage. Hey, get off me. Chad, baby. I think he's one of the greatest receivers ever. Hey, come on. Look at that. Hands. Hey, come on, Cromartie. Where you going, Crow? Look at this. One hand. Give me that. Nah, man. Stop swiping your hand. That's a catch, boy. Look at this, Pac-Man. Get that. Oh, Ed Reed. Oh, come on. When Ed Reed lurking and still focusing making a catch, that's incredible. Ooh, that's a young Ed Reed. Gotta be, yo. Uh, uh. Stroking. You know, celebration God. Right? Hey, get off me, boy. Hey, come on. I'm gonna give you your money's worth before you leave today. Hey. Look at this. Hey, come on, man. Let's go. Look at that. Toe drag swagging it. Touchdown. On the Ravens, so you know that. On the Steelers, so you know it's real. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But number one on my list, ooh, about it. I mean, now, granted, Chad Johnson, where Chad Johnson fits there and fits in all of that, let's check it and see. We go check Chad Johnson with my honorable mention too. Ooh, okay. So this cool. I'm not even worried. I really feel like this might be more valid than a lot of folks because what's finna happen right now finna go crazy. So Chad Johnson is number 36 all time in receiving. 2001 to 2011. That's to me big time numbers. Let's go inside the numbers. Let's make sure we check out. Let's make sure we our statistics. You feel me? Check out for my boy Chad. Um, let's see. First season 329 yards. 1100 in 2002, 1300, 1200, 1400, 1300. First team All Pro in 05 and 06, 1400 in 07. Numbers dropped in 2008 to 500. 1047 in 09. 800 is full season at the start of 2010. 11 he played with the Patriots, 270 some yards. So again, that don't matter. But what I think is interesting about Chad Johnson, when you look inside the numbers, is from 2002 to 2000, what is that? 7-0. He didn't average nothing less than 1,100 yards receiving. That's pretty good. I think with Carson Palmer, who to me is just a whatever kind of receiver, two-time first-team All-Pro, 05 and 06, and made the Pro Bowl. He made the Pro Bowl every season from 2002 to 2007. And only missed the Pro Bowl one time between 2003 and 2009. Chad Johnson. My number 2 receiver of all time, not named Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and what should be Isaac Bruce. But number 1 on my list, who I think is the doggest of the dog, shout out to the Los Angeles Junior College education system and matriculation system and the coaches in JUCO. But this man right here, Smitty, agent 89, you feel me? Eastside Los Angeles from up off of Avalon and something. Steve Smith Sr. I don't know if you can't guard him. I don't know if he just tougher than you. I don't know if it's his workout technique. I don't know. I don't know. And what I don't know, and that's 14,000, excuse me. I hope I wasn't saying 1,400 this whole time. Chad Johnson got 11,000 yards receiving. Hopefully I wasn't saying 100. Thousand. All these dudes is in the thousands. In the tens of thousands. 13,000 yards in receiving. Don't get it twisted if I was saying it wrong. Steve Smith with 14,000 yards receiving. 14,731, right? Inside his numbers is pretty crazy. 9-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. Oh, no, that ain't him. That's why did they just pull up Tim Brown? No, Steve Smith, Sr. 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 2005 AP Comeback Player of the Year. 1,031 receptions. I don't even like this highlight video. 81 touchdowns. This one weak. 2003 when he sent his team to the Super Bowl and sent my team to parlay. He had 1,100 yards, 88 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, 88 receptions, 7 touchdowns. This is the Super Bowl, bro, against the Patriots. Look at this, bro. I remember this. Ball So Hard University, Santa Monica College, University High School. Shout out to Isaac Bruce. Shout out to Chad Johnson, Steve Smith. All went to South, excuse me, Santa Monica College. I mean, a baller. Baller. Look at this. Come on, man. Inside released. Big play on that man. What you doing? Lay down, boy. You can't guard me. Come on, man. Look at this. Big play. They down 14-0. Touchdown. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if he just better. I don't know if it's because he a route god. I don't know if it's because he wanted more than you. Boy, come here, little boy. I don't know if it's because, again, his physique is better than yours because he was so stronger than a whole lot of them dudes. I mean, this dude right here, I think is unprecedented in what he did. And who was his best quarterback? Joe Flacco or Jake Delhomme? So think about that. Or Cam Newton. Joe Flacco, Jake Delhomme, or Cam Newton. And this man, let's check it out. I mean, again, this speaks to it. So Chad Johnson went straight through, right? And we could talk about that. And I talked about that with Chad Johnson. So I'm thinking in one season he got hurt because 2003 he had 1,100 yards, 88 catches, 7 touchdowns. He then 6 catches, 60 yards. That was the whole season. He must have been injured. All pro the next season, coming back off of injury, what I think. 100 catches, 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns. 83 catches, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. 87 catches, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. 78 catches, 1,400 yards, back up into 14, 6 touchdowns. 65 catches, 2009, with 982 yards. 2010, he had 55. 11, 1,300, 12, 1,100. 2013, I think he was hurt. He had 745. 1,400 yards. In 13 seasons with the Panthers, he caught 1,200 yards worth of receiving. That's incredible. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Wait. What you mean? What you mean? He just went to the... So which one is it? Is he better than you? Is his route game better? Do he just want it more? Come on. What's happening? Let's go. Yo. That man is a different animal. What size is he? What size is he? What size is he though? What size is he? I'm gonna get he 5'9". Oh, that's Von Miller. Hold on. Parlay. He sent thing to him. What's up? Come on, man. Los Angeles, by the way. Y'all didn't know. So the honorable mention on my list is this guy right here. To close it out. And for my number 30 since receiver, the one physical freak on my list, number 31. Oh, can't play that. We can't have that one, man. Tripping. 31, 11,000 yards, 2007 to 2015. But if I penalize Marvin Harrison a little bit out of the top 2, I can't even penalize Calvin. But I mean, he played with a good quarterback though. Matthew Stafford was good. 6-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All Pro. I mean, first season, rookie year, 756 yards, Second season, 1,300 yards, 78 catches, 984, 1,100, 1,600, 1,900, and 122 catches. Peep that. Oh, excuse me, my bad. Um, his first season over 1,000 yards, he caught 12 touchdowns. His second season over 1,000 yards, he caught 12 touchdowns. His third season over 1,000 yards, which was a 1,600-yard receiving season, he caught 16 touchdowns. His highest receiving season with 122 receptions, he caught 1,964 yards worth of receptions and 5 touchdowns. 1,400 yards, 12. 1,077, 8 touchdowns. 1,209 touchdowns. I mean, three-time All-Pro, as we said, 3 years straight, from 11 to 13. That's incredible. I mean, the physical freak, 6'5", 230 pounds, can catch anything, run any route. You don't even gotta run every route because he could do that. That right there. And again, only one on that list was doing that was Steve Smith. Everybody else was running like these crisp routes, catching the ball like in the spot, running into the end zone, diving. This man over here like going big on people's face. Now, when he retired, he was the league leader in receiving yards in NFL history. People playing the other people's music. Look at this. The original cold white guy. Original. I mean, just, and again, probably, now going back outside of Calvin and Smith, who I think, like, embodied this mentality to an extent too, like, while being next level. I think you look at the stature and the body types of a lot of these receivers in this list is one of the things I was looking at earlier, is there's some pretty interesting similarities when you look at the body types and styles and the way in which these guys make their plays. And in the way on highlights too, they got them making all these catches. A lot of these look the same. From Sharp, Isaac Bruce, Torrey, Harrison. The only one, like I said, looked drastically different is Steve Smith and Calvin Johnson. And Calvin Johnson, 6'5", 230 or 40 some pounds. Great catch. Great catch. Look at this. Great catch. Great catch. Great catch. Great catch. See? Great. Come on. Somebody got rowdy. All over Lester Hayes' head. Released on him. Great concentration. Lean, inside lean. That's crazy. To inside release, okay, back outside and still get over the top. Oh, great concentration. Come on, for young receivers, this is what they need to see. Yes, they need to see and understand what Odell and those guys are doing, but you need to see this. No gloves. Come on. Taking the craziest of hits. Come on. Look at this. Toe drag swag. Come on. Everything. Come on. Come on. Tough. Come on. Toe drag swag. Come on. Look at these great catches. Great catch. Great focus. Great catch. Great catch. So yeah, man, Calvin Johnson enlarging would be definitely my honorable mentions, man. Shout out to you guys that are gonna watch. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for giving me a moment. Shout out to you guys. Subscribe, like, check out more of my content. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this. I think my next video, maybe quarterbacks in the top 5 that are not a part of the top 5. So check me out.